Alright, welcome to TougeSW.com or Touge Southwest. Touge meaning like mountain pass in Japan. So just a little tidbit there. So this is series 4 of episode number 8. Tonight's title is Fuel Issues. We've got fuel issues. And this is live every Thursday night at 10 p.m. on my Twitch channel at Wandering Raven, and all episodes is on TougeSW.com. So if you want to see anything older, I have it all nicely set over there. If you want to see some guides, and I try to get that updated as much as I can. But I like to throw up some guides up there too that I normally cover through these podcasts that I do. So let's begin. I am the host of Wandering Raven. I'm born and raised here in Las Vegas. I drift, I hack, I play video games. As you noticed before, if you show up to the stream before or any other days other than tonight, I play video games. A lot of times I play random games, really, depending on how I feel and who I play with. Like tonight I was playing Dragon Quest II, the remake. And it was cool. So, but yeah, this podcast, what is Touge Southwest? It is, oh, hold on, it's touching my eye. Touge Southwest started as an event when I came back in 2011. I wanted to mimic something that I've learned back when I was in Oregon called Touge Northwest. It was a really nice little niche little community that they started booming, and they went from Touge Northwest to Oregon Drift, and it was really a really fun time. It opened my eyes, started my whole love for the car community, especially drifting and mountain pass racing and stuff like that. Initial D stuff. So and so yeah, once I was forced to leave Oregon to come back to Vegas, I wanted to bring something that actually made me happy. And so I started Touge Southwest, and I tried to start over as a little community here, but Vegas is a different beast of a thing. If you're not known to the car community way before, like in the 90s and early 2000s, there's a huge like underground for all that stuff, and yeah, you just can't just come in as another car club without knowing people, and if you don't know anybody, you're not going to grow. That's the sad reality of it here in Vegas. But other than that, it's I ended up turning that from, once I realized that reality there, I turned it more into a blogging, to posting images of events that I went to and stuff like that. And then shortly, then I guess I didn't really turn it into a podcast because it wasn't until almost 2 years now. Yeah, almost 2 years. And I started the podcast. I turned this into a podcast mainly because I needed to lift myself back up again. I was coping with my loss, and because I was coping with my loss, it was really bringing me down, and I wasn't really being focused on what I love doing, and kind of like letting it eat me away, and I didn't want to do that anymore. So I decided to make something to hold myself accountable for everything I've done. Try to see what I can do to get going. Hopefully it's a bigger outreach to meet new people again, and potentially get back out get back out there again and drifting again and having fun. And with that, I have a new goal in mind called I wanted to do my own version of Slide America. I still need to come up with a better name, but it's inspired by Keep Drifting Fun and Slide America, really. And it's stuff that you can find on YouTube, and I've actually covered it, I think at the beginning of season 3. and it's my bucket list. I want to complete something within the next 4 years. It's like because I'm 46 now, I want to do this before I'm 50. I want to be able to cover I want to hit like a lot of big cities, freaking grassroots drifting areas, and have like a huge recording session just for me being there, meeting people, drifting, having fun. And then when I get done with all that, by the time I am there, I'm going to put together this huge video and release it. Yeah. And that's the niche of the idea for that. So basically, this is my podcast. I'm hoping to grow this in some ways. So hopefully, as I'm more networking with more people, joining new clubs and starting new things, I can actually grow. And maybe if I start growing, I can start bringing in people to interview or people to side host or co-host and stuff like that. And it'll be really cool. That's, ideas, plans, cool stuff. A lot of things to look forward to. So just got to keep positive, keep things going, keep the flow going. So all right, so let's begin with past events. What happened last weekend from my last one? So as I pointed out, I've got a new dash set up. I've actually have all the parts here now. I just need to spend a lot of time with the wiring now. Basically, I'm trying to put my Raspberry Pi somewhere in here somewhere. Oh, okay. So this is the Raspberry Pi. It's been converted and ready. I need to get a fan to go inside. So because, it gets really hot in Vegas. And this thing gets hot too. So if it has a fan blowing on it, at least it'll try to keep it cool. And but to convert all those all those analog signals, I've got this called an Arduino Mega. Basically, I'll be converting all the analog signals here, and they'll be converted into digital from here. So this will basically the one that'll actually take all the signals and turn it from analog to digital, and this will read it out to the screen. This is running Raspberry Pi, and the OS is Diet Pi, and it was actually hooked up by someone I found on YouTube by the name of TougeSW or something like that. And it looks like he didn't update the list, but he did add new stuff to his GitHub. So we'll do a quick shout out on that one again, as I did this last week. Technically, he's spent the time and actually programmed the stuff. Oh, he actually had folders too. Huh, cool. So yeah, I try to have some questions. I tend to throw it up in here, but has README, has all the stuff, this is analog stuff, so looks like he's been adding some new stuff into this, mixed wiring, the dashes. This is all for the Arduino right here. This is the extra wiring for, you're converting an analog signal. You actually have to control how much power gets from the signal to the Arduino, because the Arduino can only handle so much power. And you don't want the Arduino to fry out and then have to go out and buy another one. And since my car is an older system and it's not CAN bus, basically it's going to be analog. This is going to be fun. It'll be easy, quick and easy. And because I can design my own stuff, I can make my own dashes, and that's what I like about this. You can basically create your own dash. And I'm just loving it, actually. I love it when you can create new stuff and you can actually redesign it. And if I can redesign it let's see, I can't even zoom in on these. No, because they want you to buy the crap. Okay. But regardless, if I can design it, I'm going to make it look good. And if I make it look good, then it's going to be it should be fun. Especially if I have something planned about doing my own Slide America, Keep Drifting Fun tour kind of thing. Kind of want to have it look good, especially on the inside. And so that's basically, I have all the dash stuff together. I have it pre-programmed. I'm ready to just start tearing up my wiring. I have a 3-day weekend, so I got plenty of time. It's been really busy at work, and yeah. And on top of that, I've been dealing with a weird fuel issue. I don't know if it's actually a fuel pressure regulator issue now, or if it's another problem. So I ordered a new cheap pressure regulator from Amazon. I don't know if it really works that well or not. It does leak, so I don't think it's going to work. But I think my old one was just fine. I think there's something else going on. If not, I will have I'll have like a backup in a way. I just need to find something. So I've replaced the injectors. That's another thing that I got last week, was the new injectors. I did install them, but I didn't fully install them. So over the weekend, I pulled the whole rail. I installed them like how they should, make sure they fit in, and then I installed it. And made sure it was all, basically make sure all the screws are in place. Yeah, that was a pain in the butt because you can only fit 2 fingers in a very tight spot, and the wrench in this open box area, and you can't do much. You can't even screw it all down with a freaking ratchet or anything. So yeah, that's pretty much the past events. Project status is right now I'm trying to figure out the fuel issue. This weekend I also want to tackle the dash. I want to start mounting that, because that's going to look nice. I have everything I need. I just need that fan to cool it down, but I don't need that right now. I can actually order that after I get paid again and install it later. For now, I can mount everything else and have it ready, sit on the side. I can do the routing on the Adreno now. I have all the resistors. I've got everything I need to convert my dash from analog to digital. And what really helps with this is I need to track down a speed sensor for like the S13. They have a digital friggin' wire, so on the top of that I might actually have a speedo again without needing my phone. And depending on how well this turns out, I might actually mimic this whole idea to the other S12, the one that I daily drive every day. So that's cool. And that's what I'm gunning for. It's gonna be a fun weekend. So that's a lot of stuff. That's pretty much the project status. Here's yeah, because over the weekend I have that. I'll bring this up real quick. Here's the dash with the Raspberry Pi plugged in. Have it all sitting ready. That's what the OEM version of the dash looks like. I still have to program it, but once I get everything in and put together, I'll be set and ready. See, there's all the parts right there. Have it all ready to go. This is where I was doing the fuel thing. I was like trying to show it off. A lot of fuel stuff. But I'm still having weird problems, so that's what I have to troubleshoot. And then playing around with filters and stuff and making cool things out of my other S12. Yay! So that is it. That's all I got. Oh yeah, there is another. Let's see. I'll be doing a car meet with this weekend. It is a private one, so I can't really say much about it until after it's done and happening. So, but other than that, I'm trying to work on the other place called Drive Deviant. I'm gonna try to see if I can start something with that. I mean, that actually might be something I can do. That could also link together with TougeSW, so we'll see how it goes. Many plans, many ideas, many cool things. So, anyways, any gearheads out there want to know more about the S12? Let me know. This is a good time. This is my Q&A session now. This is it. But normally, if there was any, I would totally bring it out and we'll totally talk about it. But normally, this is it for future reference, anyways. Anyways, this is where I call it a night, and I'll be back tomorrow. And for my next podcast, episode 9, let's have some success going. This is a lot of things going on this weekend. I got car shows and dash to hook up the fuel to troubleshoot, and yeah, it should be fun. Anyways, have a good one. Thanks for hanging out, and bye.